They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
To the air, it's Warren. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking for room, it's Ford. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Going to the run, it's Ford. Could be an alley. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this team...
And he takes it in for the score. Running inside, it's Ford. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the... Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Ford.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to pass. It's Warren. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. And the 4th down. keeping it on the ground inside. It's 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's complete to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's 4. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's 4. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Wants to throw on third down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Here's a heat. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Warren. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away.
There's a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keep it on the ground. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Running inside. It's Ford. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you're getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Looking to throw on third and goal. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The run inside. It's Irvin. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's...
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. On the run, it's Irvin. Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
He's going to take off. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from it.
Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, The clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Here's the pressure. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Personal foul. Looking to kick defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David...